Guys, you will not believe what happened at work last month. I've been dying to tell this because it was one of those moments you just don't forget. It taught me something about judging people too fast. So, picture this: security checkpoint at our corporate HQ. Big glass doors, metal detectors, suited up guards who think they're Secret Service. Everyone has to scan their ID to get in. Super routine. That day, though, the vibe was even cockier than usual because the CEO was visiting. The guards were showing off, acting extra tough. I'm in line, waiting my turn, and I noticed this woman ahead of me. Black woman, late 20s or early 30s, quiet. No fancy clothes, just an old green hoodie, worn jeans, simple backpack. No makeup, no polished badge holder like everyone else. Just normal. And that was exactly why no one paid her any respect. I could feel the guards' attitude shift the moment they saw her. One of them even nudged the other and muttered, "Watch this one." I remember thinking, really? This is what we're doing? She steps up to the scanner, hands over this old beat up ID card. The guard takes it with two fingers, like it's something dirty. He smirks at her and goes, "This is your ID? Seriously?" She just nods, calm, says nothing. He turns to his buddy, chuckling. "Sure, let's see if this even works." He scans it. Beep. The monitor flickers black for a second. Then it lights up bright red. An official government seal fills the screen. In big block letters it says, "Clearance Level 5, Federal Operative." The entire checkpoint goes silent. Like dead silent. I swear you could hear the fluorescent lights buzzing. The guards both freeze. The smirking one starts stammering. Ma'am, welcome. Sorry for the. She reaches out, slow as ever. Takes the card back. Looks him right in the eyes and says in the calmest, coldest voice, "Thank you, I'll remember you." She didn't yell, didn't threaten. Just that quiet authority that makes your blood run cold. The other guard actually saluted her. I'm not kidding. A full, stiff military salute. She didn't even acknowledge it. Just turned and walked straight through the checkpoint, like she owned the entire building. I was next in line and I didn't even want to move. I was just standing there staring at them. The guards wouldn't meet my eyes. One was literally sweating. The screen was still blinking with that clearance level in red. And all I could think was, how many times do we judge someone based on absolutely nothing? Old hoodie, worn bag, quiet demeanor. And she had more power than everyone in that lobby combined. I heard later she was there for a classified audit. Government contract stuff. I remember just standing there for a good few seconds watching the guards scramble. The one who had mocked her was trying to reset the scanner like it would erase what just happened. His hands were shaking, he kept muttering shit, shit, shit under his breath. The other guard, the one who had saluted, just stared at the door she'd walked through, like he'd seen a ghost. I finally stepped forward. The scanner still had her clearance flashing in red. The guard blinked and barked next, like he was trying to pretend he hadn't just humiliated himself. I handed over my ID, but they didn't even look at me. They just wanted to process people and get it over with. As I walked through, I turned back one last time. They were already arguing in hushed tones, probably about how badly they'd screwed up. Inside the building, the mood was different. You know that feeling when you realize the real adults are in the room? The air felt heavier. People moved more carefully. I passed her in the hallway about 10 minutes later. She was talking quietly to a suit, some high ranking manager who looked terrified to be briefing her. She nodded once, listening. No smile, no small talk. She had that thousand-yard stare, like she'd seen things you wouldn't even want to imagine. I slowed down, trying not to stare. And I swear just for a second she glanced at me. Not unfriendly, but measuring, like she was reading my whole life in a blink. I looked away immediately. I went to my meeting, but I couldn't focus. My coworkers were buzzing about some federal agent on site. Everyone was telling a different version of the story. She's CIA. No, she's military police. Bro, I heard her badge was Black Ops level clearance. No one actually knew. That's the thing about people like her. They don't tell you anything they don't want you to know. By the end of the day, the guards were acting like they'd seen God. They were checking every badge twice, suddenly ultra polite. Rumor was that management was furious about the embarrassment. They held a closed door meeting. Security protocols were under review. And that scanner? They replaced it the next week. But what stuck with me most wasn't how the guards reacted. It was her. How calm she stayed. How she didn't threaten or yell or demand anything. She just let her credentials speak for themselves. That badge wasn't just a piece of plastic, it was her entire career, her sacrifices, her authority earned in places we'll never see. She didn't ask for respect. She didn't need to. She was the respect. On the drive home, I kept replaying it. All those guys in line who'd snickered, the guard who mocked her, and how they all fell silent the second they realized what she really was. It hit me hard. How often do we judge people on what they look like, on what they're wearing, how quiet they are? Meanwhile, the real power is in the people who don't need to prove anything to you. So yeah, that's that.